It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning on this Monday. Again, just me today. My better half is still gone. He does get back today, but I'm recognizing not by 5 a.m. So you got me for the day, but I got some news together for you. So here we go. Buckle up. Lebanon police investigating a suspicious death from over the weekend. A body was found in a burned out car on Mill Creek Road. Investigators are working on the exact cause and time of death, which has not yet been released, and on the identity of those remains. If you have any information, you were asked to call Lebanon police. Well, a longstanding restaurant in Springfield is closing down. Tasia on South Campbell is closing after 18 years in business. The owners say the cost of operating is just too high. And of course, workers, like employee shortages, have been a constant stress for them. Their last day is this coming up Saturday, if not sooner, which they say sooner is possible. In less than 3 weeks now, Christian County voters will decide on whether to add a 3% sales tax to recreational marijuana. And at the same time, Ozark residents, the city of Ozark, will also be deciding on that same issue. So, two different 3% sales tax, one for Christian County, one for Ozark. So, if those measures passed, that would mean that recreational marijuana would have a total of a 12% sales tax. Some county leaders there say that recreational marijuana has the potential to burden police and deputies even more with more calls for service. So this is the way they say to tax only those who are using recreational pot. And again, recreational, the key word there, this would not impact medical marijuana. All right, speaking of Election Day, it is coming up on April 4th, of course, a Tuesday. And starting tomorrow, anyone who wants to submit an absentee ballot can do so. At this point, voters do not need an excuse to submit an absentee. In-person absentee voting, by the way, will be available at the Greene County Election Center on North Boonville Avenue from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. So, check it out if you're interested. All right. The Mizzou Tigers, as you know, because surely you're following March Madness. Perhaps this messed up your bracket, but Missouri lost in the second round of the NCAA tournament on Saturday. The Tigers were up against the Tigers from Princeton. Also, this one really messed up some brackets. The 8-seeded Arkansas Razorbacks took down the number 1-seeded Kansas Jayhawks. So that means Kansas is the 5th straight defending champion to lose in March Madness on opening weekend. So a bummer for the fans there of the March Madness bracket, and Kansas and Mizzou both going down. All right. Well, now to this. Congratulations are in order for the Wonders of Wildlife Aquarium. Surely you've been, you know it, you love it. Once again, readers of USA Today have voted again, naming WOW as the best aquarium in the U.S. It was nominated by a panel of experts who have visited multiple tourist destinations. It is a nice one. All right, mark your calendars. You might want to do this. Coming up this Saturday. So this coming up Saturday, which I believe is the 25th, the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary is hosting a boating safety course. It is from 9 to 5 at the library station on North Kansas Expressway. Anyone who's born after January of 1984 has to pass a boater safety education course before they can operate a boat on Missouri waterways. So there you go. This coming up Saturday, 9 to 5 at the library station on North Kansas Expressway. All right. What other news do we have for you? Oh, some more sports news for you. This is interesting. St. Louis's new football team lost this weekend at the Dome in St. Louis. The Battlehawks lost 28-20 to the visiting DC Defenders. But for the second time in as many weeks, the St. Louis Battlehawks broke a spring football attendance record. So that's interesting. A lot of people turning up for the games. They had 39,000 people on Saturday for the XFL game. The Hawks are now 3-2 in their first season. All right. And then one more sports story for you that I know is interesting, or I like soccer. So hopefully you do too. The St. Louis's new soccer team made history this weekend as the first expansion team to start out at 4-0. The St. Louis City Soccer Club stays undefeated in its inaugural season with a 3-0 victory over the San Jose Earthquakes in what was freezing cold conditions in St. Louis. Temps were actually in the 20s for that game, but it was still sold out. So the people still showed up. 25,000 people in the stands. The team remains in first place. So we had some sports news today. Yeah, otherwise, that's about it. That gets you caught up on what's happening around the Ozarks. Thanks for joining us. Ethan will be back on here tomorrow morning. He gets home, as it were, from March Madness today. So that's exciting, assuming all goes well with his flight. So happy Monday. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.